Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny, if we haven't met. And today I just thought I would set you up while I work on decluttering my closet. So here's the situation. We're coming into summer here in New Zealand. So my wintry stuff I need to start packing up. I've also grown a bit, but I still have 3 months of pregnancy left. So I need to sort of strategically look at what I have and keep the things that are going to be fitting me for a while and pack up or op shop the things that are not fitting me. And in the back of my mind, we are planning an international move come like April. And so I'm starting to think about decluttering for the move process. The challenging part about that is that the clothes that I'm currently wearing, my maternity clothes or the things that fit me for maternity, I'll still be wearing like some of them after I have the baby and we're, getting ready to move. I won't be wearing all of them though. And it's just a little bit hard for me to get my head around what do I keep? What do I take with us? Because my body is going to be changing over the next, really probably year, because, a year from now, I will be 9 months postpartum. And that's usually when my body starts to feel like it's pretty much back to normal-ish. But between now and then, it's all in flux. So that's kind of the challenge that's ahead of us, but I ran out of hangers. So that shows that I just have too much stuff. So a quick orientation about what we're working with here. Up here are my two, try to get my finger to point right, are my 2 boxes of either non-maternity clothes or maternity clothes that aren't the right season. Mostly non-maternity clothes though. So I need to go through those. And then here, these are my maternity jeans. This is my shirts, back to about there. And then my dresses, this is not clothing, that's just like my camera equipment stuff. And then sweatshirts and sweaters. And down here I have bras, undies, breast pads, which I'm not currently using right now, but I will be using them very soon. So we'll probably just leave all of that there. Leggings, and I just moved my skirts over into here because my skirts were up with my dresses and I was just running out of room. And then I already pulled out that spot down there is over my bed. That is my sweatpants, joggers. These are athletic workout shorts. Most of them I'm not fitting into right now, or not for long. That is I don't even know what that is. That's miscellaneous. Sorry, hair's falling. And then this is pajamas and swimsuits. So mostly it's probably my shirts that I need to tackle, but we'll see. All right, I just went through my sweatpant kind of joggers. I know that these are feeling too small for me these days. This one and this one are on the verge of being too heavy for the season, but we still have some cold mornings. This morning was a little bit nippy. So I'm gonna keep them out because sometimes when I go out to the campfire, it's nice to have something warm. And then these will be kind of great spring transition things. I usually don't even wear pants, jeans during the summer. It gets warm enough that I'm almost exclusively in shorts and dresses, but I don't even know if I have any shorts that actually fit me right now. So, and since we're going into summer, that might be something that I need to consider looking to see if I can get, because it gets decently hot around here. Okay, I'm gonna tackle the sweatshirts. Okay, so I'm starting to make 2 piles. One pile is the stuff to take to the op shop to give away, and the other pile is stuff that I think I'm gonna wanna keep if I have enough room. If I don't have enough room, then I will have to go through and prioritize, obviously, but at this point, I wanna keep it, I just want it out of my actual closet space. I forgot to mention, the other side of this closet here is my husband's stuff. So I think I actually have technically slightly more than half the closet, but that is all his stuff, and I'm not really touching it because he's really good at decluttering and keeping his own stuff minimal. Of the 2 of us, I'm the one that tends to hold on to more clothes. So that's kind of his domain, not my deal. I'm just focusing on my side for today. Okay, my sweatshirt box basket thing is done, but I think I have some sweatshirts that have gotten hung up in my closet accidentally. So I'm gonna just check for that inside my closet and see what I need to do with those. Okay, I've got 3 more. Looks like I have 6 sweater. One of the ones that I pulled down, I'm packing up to save because I really like it. It just doesn't fit over my bump. Next, I'm gonna go through my hanging stuff and see if there's anything that I know at like first glance is definitely not fitting me that could get packed up. So that's what we're gonna do next. Worn this one in a while, so I don't actually know if it still fits me or not. It is on the verge of too tight, and it's not maternity, so I oftentimes find that even if things technically fit around my belly at this point, they don't look, I mean, I sort of just get like this, I don't know. You know, there's like maternity, how they have like the gathers. Sometimes that helps like break up between your bust line and your belly, and when it's non-maternity, it doesn't really do that. This shirt, sorry, I'll duck to where you can see me. It actually probably would fit my belly for a while, but doesn't like gracefully lie over the belly. It just sort of hangs over the belly. But this shirt, my husband convinced me to buy. I mean, he bought me, but we share a bank account. But I think it was one of the islands in the Venetian Lagoon, we were backpacking through Europe pre-kids. So it would have been like early 2016, I think. But I love this shirt. Okay, these are all the hangers that we have recovered. I'm not really gonna tackle my dresses at the moment. These are all, this one is on the verge of too small, but it's really, really lightweight, and so it's super comfortable for summer. So I'm gonna milk that one out as long as I can. Everything else still fits. This is actually just an extra long sweater, but everything else still fits, and I'm going to be leaning more and more heavily into my dresses. I have a feeling, because not a lot else is gonna fit me, and it's gonna be getting hot. So dresses are all good. I only have 2 pair of maternity jeans. These are them, and they still fit. They will probably fit me for another like 3-4 weeks, which is perfect because in 3 or 4 weeks, it's gonna be hot enough that I'm not even gonna wanna wear jeans. So I'm gonna keep those here, and then we will do I'll do a short, abbreviated declutter project. Probably won't even film it, but just pack those up later. So I've already done my leggings basket. I only have 3 pair of leggings that still fit me. And again, we're gonna be moving out of the season where I even wanna wear leggings here in the next few weeks. I have like 4 or 5 skirts in that basket, like just summer weight skirts that are for the most part maternity friendly. Swimsuits, I only have 2 swimsuits. They're staying because I can fit in both of them because they're both bikinis. And my non-bikini one is already packed up. Now I'm gonna pull the boxes down and we're gonna see what the status is of how much stuff I need into those boxes. And I have a feeling this is where some of the hard choices are gonna come, because I do not have more room to store stuff than those 2 boxes. So that's what we're working with. And I'm a big fan of like space boundaries. It's like, okay, this is what I have. And if it can't fit in this box, I need to choose. I need to prioritize, and the things at the bottom of the priority list have got to go. Shoes. When I was pulling down my boxes, I realized that one of the boxes, the 2 clear ones, are clothes, but the gray one is shoes. So I don't have very many pair of shoes in there. I just quickly went through them. I'm gonna keep these for now because they're nice. It's like a belly is talking to you. I'm gonna keep these for now because they're kind of nice, like summer casual shoes. I am going to op shop these. They're very comfortable as high heel shoes, but they're more wintry, obviously, black, closed-toed. And I got them several years ago because I needed some like dressier winter shoes to wear to church. but I'm not gonna be here for another winter, and I have shoes back in America, I think, in storage, and if not, the number of times that I actually wear high heels is very, very rare. So those are gonna go to the op shop. These sandals are fun. I got them in Thailand years and years ago when we lived there. And they're comfy, very minimalist, but comfy. But I have Birkenstocks, and honestly, at this stage in my life, I pretty much exclusively wear Birkenstocks in the summer if I'm reaching for sandals. So I'm just gonna toss those. I don't know about these. I got them for my brother-in-law's wedding years ago, and I just think they're really cute. And so I'm having a little bit of a harder time feeling like I'm ready to get rid of those. I don't know that they'll make the cut and go back to America with us. I'm gonna just hold on to them for now. I have room in my shoebox. I got plenty of room in my shoebox, so I'm gonna leave them there for now, and I'll have to consult with my wonderful wardrobe advisor, who is my husband, who helps me have a reasonable perspective on these things. Okay, here's one box, the other one's up there, and I'm gonna get started on those. Okay, we've got the 2 boxes down. So this pile over here, it's hard to do when you're looking at yourself in the reflection, is my stuff that doesn't fit me right now, but I think I want to hold on to it because it's like non-maternity stuff. This stuff and this stuff are both things that also don't fit me right now, or it wasn't the right season to pull them out. But I think for the most part, everything is stuff that doesn't fit me right now because they don't fit my pregnant belly. So obviously these are full and I want to get those into them. So that means I'm going to go through these 2 boxes and pull out stuff that I'm pretty sure will not be going back with us to America, and most likely most of this I'm not going to wear before, maybe the last month before we go to America. Some of my jeans and stuff I'll have to put on at some point because, eventually your maternity jeans don't fit with the big panel in the front, and some of the shirts. So I'm going to go through these and we're going to see where we stand with them. I just found some of my shorts that might actually fit. I put them away because they were too lightweight. So they're not maternity, but they may actually fit me because they're like larger linen ones. So we'll check that out. This was a sweater that I think I found it at an op shop. It is Wild South brand, which is a New Zealand brand here, but it's made of bamboo and cotton and silk. It is so comfortable. So it doesn't fit me right now, but I'm definitely keeping that one. I have this like love-hate relationship with leggings because I really don't like to wear leggings all day, but I do like to have them as an option for exercise. And so I always have a hard time deciding, like, do I keep them or not? I also have way too many joggers, like sweatpant joggers, but they're like my favorite thing to wear around the house. I know that that's not the most pretty, but here we are. These are jeans that I bought postpartum after my last baby. And no, postpartum after 2 babies ago, and they are fantastic. They are Just Jean brand, and they're like super stretch. They're boyfriend cut, so I know that that's not like super stylish anymore, or I don't think that's super stylish anymore, but they are super stretchy and they just fit a postpartum body pretty well. And so I'm definitely holding on to those because those will be probably the first jeans that I wear postpartum. This is a beautiful dress that a friend left, but like when she was moving away, and I really like how it looks. It's very elegant. I might hold on to it. I haven't actually worn it because it came just like 2 months ago, so it doesn't fit me right now, but I was like, wow, that is a beautiful quality dress, and I really like it. And I do have some dresses, but I don't have like heaps and heaps of them when I'm not pregnant, so. Okay, these are ones that my mother-in-law gave me. I really quite like them because they're kind of wide-legged, but they're a bit tight. I don't think that they're gonna fit me right away after the baby's born, and I don't know exactly at what point they will fit me, and so those are going to the op shop. These are just some basic black pants. I actually also think my mother-in-law gave these to me, and they have served me quite well, but I have another pair of black pants that usually work better for just postpartum. So I think I'm gonna let those go and keep the other ones and figure I still have like a small bin of clothes in America that I kind of refresh every time we go back. So I might have black pants in that, and if not, black pants are one of those things that you can usually go to an op shop and find something that works because they're just such a classic, like staple piece of everybody's wardrobe. So I'm gonna not stress about taking them back with me to America, like dressier trousers, slacks, because they should be relatively easy to replace. These pants, they're the same pants, I think, slightly different washes maybe. I got the larger size. They're two sizes, size 8 from the US. They're Anna brand, A New Approach, ANA. I got the larger one, the size 8, here in New Zealand, just after I'd had our 4th baby. They fit great. I loved them, but then I think I got them probably like 6 weeks after I'd had him. And so, because I was at that point where I just felt like the only pair of jeans I had was the ones that I'd bought after my last baby, and I wanted a second pair of jeans. So I found them at this like random discount store that had American clothes, and I loved them, and I went back 2 weeks later to try to get the smaller size because my body was already starting to shrink down a little bit, and I knew that I would probably need the next size down, and I couldn't find them, and so I was really bummed. And then when we went to America, like I don't know, month, 6 weeks later, I knew that they were from the US, so I went and searched and found them in a store, like JCPenney or something in my mom's town, and bought the smaller size there. And they were on clearance, which is, you know, my favorite. So anyhow, I have 2 of them, and they are perfect usually for my body in postpartum. Well, not usually. I've only done it once with them, but they worked really well last time. Okay. Gone through my boxes. I have a small pile of things that I know I will send off to the op shop, but I have a feeling I still have more than what will actually fit in these 2 boxes. So I'm going to start packing and see what fits, and then if it doesn't fit, then it will need to be, I'll need to go through stuff again. Sometimes if you roll clothes, you can fit more in them. I have 2 gray sweaters that I always debate about. This one is like a closer weave sweater. It's just cotton, so it's quite comfy and it's lightweight. It's a nice dark gray. And then this one is more of like an open weave sweater. It's not cotton, it's acrylic, which I'm usually not a big fan of acrylic sweaters at all, but I really like how it looks. It's slightly longer in the back than in the front. It's got this little split on the side, and for some reason, yeah, I just like how it looks. We've done like family pictures in it once before, and it photographs really beautifully. So I don't know, I always feel like, oh my goodness, having 2 gray pullover sweaters feels a bit excessive, but I really like both of them. I just haven't decided which one to get rid of yet, and so I'm keeping them both for now. So far, just a little progress update. So far, this is looking possible. We'll see if I can get everything in, but it's possible that I will actually be able to get all this in and won't have to make any further decisions about what to get rid of. If it's not, I'll keep you posted. Whew, the hair's getting messier and messier. I think we did pretty good. This box is full. I might even need to shift like this over to here. But this box has even enough room for me to put in, like, once I outgrow my maternity jeans, I could put them in there, if I haven't decided to just get rid of them. So yeah, we did it. This is what I'm getting rid of. So here's the stack, and here's the rest of the stack in my closet. I did decide to go ahead and toss those. Not toss them, I'll send them to the op shop. I love them. They're so cute, but they make my knees and my ankles hurt. And let's be honest, I'm gonna be chasing around kids for at least the next 2 years. Speaking of kids, I probably should go. But thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me and helping with the declutter. And just so that you can see the final product here, the 2 boxes will go back up there. And then these are the dresses and my one like long sweater. And then I love having room for my hangers to move around. And then this is looking a lot neater. This is leggings. These are the sweatpant joggers. And then that's swimsuits and some pajama stuff, which I probably also should tackle, but it all fits. So I haven't really felt the need to be too stressed about it. Thanks for joining me for my closet declutter. I'm filming this a few days after I finished decluttering, and I think it's looking pretty good. It's holding steady. So still have a bag of stuff to take to the op shop, but I have not gone back through and retrieved anything out of that bag. So I think we're good. Thanks again. I will see you in my next video. If you enjoy this kind of content, like, subscribe, do all of those things. That helps me know that this is helpful for you. And of course, if you have comments, I would love to hear them.